Okay, welcome everyone on the internet that will and may watch this. Um, this is the Dark Queen sacrifice um, for the uh, Unnamed Adventurers Guild. It's a tier 3 game, which is a pilot program we're running right now. And see how it goes. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it. There's going to be a little world building from the choices of the PCs here and such. So right at the moment, let's see here. We have three people that are already at the Brotherhood of the Earth and Rock. Of the three people that are there, and describe your characters one at a time for our internet viewers and such. And the rest, go ahead and mute your mics and we'll do it one at a time that way. And then we'll bring the rest in.
I guess I'll start it. All right. I'm Finny Knee-High. I'm a stout halfling male. I'm going to be playing as a thief rogue. I wear studded leather armor, and my weapons of choice are a sunblade, a light crossbow, and I have no shields. In order to travel up here, I had the Ring of Warmth to protect me from the cold, and my main method of escape is probably going to be using the Wand of Web that I have. I'm carrying a large backpack of supplies that is meant to last me an incredibly long journey, and hopefully those tools and tricks will be useful.
Okay, our next individual that has already made it to the Earthen Brotherhood is, we'll go with Lois Barthan. Introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Lionel. I am going to play Lois Barnhart. She's a protector Asimar. She is a knowledge cleric and will magic sorcerer at the service of Mistra, the Lady of Magic. She arrived at Airewood looking to protect her mistress' children and secure the area and help those who are in trouble. She arrived to the earthen rock temple by teleportation circle. She is currently waiting to know about the issue that was described on the session 0. She has a breastplate, a magical mace, and a short bow in case she needs to use range attack, but she will mostly depend on her cantrips if she can. She has a lot of stuff on her magical bag in hoping that she can use it. She will need it somehow. and I mean a lot of stuff. The holding bag is full capacity on weight. She has her own backpack with stuff as well.
All right, thank you. And I think our third character that made it to the Brotherhood on the session 0, that was Ryan. Was that you or?
Yeah.
Okay,
Me and
introduce your character.
I'm playing Loic Riverborn, a human, 6th level cleric of Olana, and 7th level warlock, who is bound to an angel of Olana. Let's see. I have an owl familiar, and then I have a pearl of power and the rod of the Pat Keeper. Is there anything else?
No, not just you to introduce your character, whatever you wanted to share there. It's up to you if there's anything else.
Loic has been sent here as like a healer by Olana to protect the party on this adventure and restore Illumina and everywhere else back to the way it was before.
Alrighty. And we did have a fourth member. It was a wood elf. He was hiding in the shadows in my memory there. So I'd say, Matt, go ahead and introduce your character.
I'm Matt. I'll be playing Keelan Kaidan. He's a hunter from south, down south. He normally acts around the Forest of the Great Old One, and the elven population there sent him on the leaders of that population in that forest sent him on a quest up north to find out what was going on with their elder trees, why they were withering. So he traveled by boat all the way up and then hiked. He was given a thick coat and boots for the travel because he'd be heading up north in a climate he was not used to. He has a rapier and shield for just in case. He has backpack and a quiver. Yeah, that's he. Yeah, he just arrived and just starting to figure out what was going on.
All right, thank you. And on my far left is Caius, and we'll have him introduce his character. The tidbit that he doesn't know is that his deity has placed him on this mission to go to the Earthen Brotherhood to help them find the imbalance of of nature and the problems that are afflicting the threads of magic. So go ahead, guys.
First of all, you hear a donkey braying, and then wrestling the donkey into the clearing comes a dreadlocked half orc, huge, 6'7", towering, muscles, weapons, everything you imagine from a half orc. But as you sort of focus past his chainmail and his display of weapons, you see that there are little flowers braided in his dreadlocks, and as he's wrestling the mule into the clearing. Is this the Brotherhood of the Earth and where was I supposed to come? He says. The magic in the world is getting all. Autumn is affecting the magic in the world, and everything's falling apart, and a winter is coming, and I've been sent here to stop the winter of magic. Have I come to the right place? He says, looking around savagely. And then as his eyes focus on Finny Heap, suddenly anger and fury starts sort of burning up in him, and he points down to Finny Knee-High's boots and says, "Are you stepping on the flowers?" he says, pointing at some flowers that you're treading on.
No. They grew there when I was here first. They grew there after.
A confused look comes over the half-orc's face. It says, "That may be, but would you mind taking a step to the left?"
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll take a step to the left. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I came across a bit aggressive there, he says, sort of thrusting out a huge hand towards you. "My name's Gil Amakir. Don't mind this elf slayer rune on my neck. It was given to me by my half orc father, by my orcish father, but only as a laugh to hear me cry as a whelp. I've never killed an elf in my life."
So I shake his hand, probably use both my hands just to be safe, and I say, "So, why do you wear it then?"
It's branded on, innit? It's a brand.
Have you ever
This
figured
one
out?
I got for climbing, he says, pointing out another one, and he's covered with various brands. They used to brand me back in the orc lair before I escaped and joined the elves. Long story. And I'm not very good at stories. Tell you some other time when you're really bored.
I'm just saying, maybe you should consider some tattoos to go over those.
He nods, trying to look knowledgeable, but not really understanding what you're saying.
All right. Thank you. And we'll go up to Theodore Biggs. Please introduce yourself to the group and to the internet.
Okay. It's Theodore Briggs. Not Biggs, Briggs. But yeah, what you would see is not far behind. The half orc coming up actually would be this big man, a really old, covered in this big cloak from the freezing temperatures, and he looks old and weathered, but he looks strong. You can see you can see some of the muscles bulging underneath his clothing, and he's looking around with squinted eyes. His white hair, maybe like one gray hair, kind of like blowing, or like the winds that might be going on up here. And he is approaching on a big brown warhorse, and he's just kind of coming up around, and he would look over the people present, kind of grunt, and get off the horse. Is this the Brotherhood? Not here. To no one in particular.
And you'll see.
Yeah, is this the Brotherhood? Shouts the half-orc.
And you'll see this one individual in stone gray robe and hood that's stepping on up with authority. And he says, yes, this is the Brotherhood. And you'll see a large circle of light dressed individuals around this tree, chanting, casting magic to protect it from this strange effect on the balance of nature and the threat of magic, as far as that. And he'll say to the ones that have arrived, thank you, as far as that. And we'll flip it over to Fletch to introduce himself as he comes in to the Earthen Brotherhood, as this is all being said.
Hi, I'm Ty Johnston. I am playing Fletch. He is a human who wears partial plate armor, and he's surprisingly, or half plate armor as it's called in the game, and he is surprisingly quiet in it. He wears a whip on his left hip, a rapier on his right. There's a longbow on his back, and he also, for this session, has a second rapier, which he's currently carrying on his back. He is only 8th level, which is a good bit below apparently everyone else in this mission. So he fully expects to die, but he's okay with that. He's fine with that. It happens. He leaves behind his new, his most recent paramour, who they're considering making things official if he survives and gets back. But meanwhile, he possibly has to take care of some old things. And even though he's 8th level and probably the least powerful everyone here, he's got more attitude and personality probably than anyone here, or at least he thinks so. Anyway, so he'll be able to stand his own.
Fletch.
Yes.
Please elaborate a little bit so they have a little bit of background on why Fletch is so interested in this mission after the Dark Queen.
Well, apparently the Dark Queen is involved in this scenario that's unfolding before us. She is a servant of Darzihan, I believe is chaotic evil, I think. Big bad god of Illumina. And history, Fletch has a history with both the Dark Queen and Darzihan. at least in his mind, he was at once upon a time engaged to the Dark Queen, and they were going to be married. Despite the fact that she tried to kill him, on numerous occasions. That's okay. He tried to kill her once or twice too. And he even had to face down dragons and undead and things like that. But and he, unfortunately, at the time, did not kill this woman, but he was at least, he considers himself partially responsible for what he believes was her death. But now apparently he's been hearing rumors for some while that apparently she's back, so he's guessing she's some kind of undead or raised from the dead. And he's been busy with other things. He started a new business in the last year, and he has another woman in his life currently. He's been busy with her. Been putting off looking into anything concerning the Dark Queen and Darzihan, but now he figures it's time to do so. It's time to put all this to rest one way or another. But just so there's no misunderstanding, he's done with the Dark Queen. Even if she comes, back on hands and knees and begging and groveling, he's done with her. She had her chance. He's moved on to bigger and better things. If any of that helps.
It helps. Here again, it helps our internet crowd to understand why your character is here and a little pivotal on some of the things. But with all this, this grand druid says, come with me. We got to go back to the conference room. I was told they finally found a general location of where they believe the epicenter of this disturbance to nature and its balance is occurring at. Come. And he'll lead the way to this big conference room, big oval table. The center is cut out of the oval table and chairs all around, and you'll see a half dozen other druids that have been sitting there arguing, discussing, and pointing this and that from what they've divined, where they've finally, seemingly, have come to a slow boil of agreement of where this possibly could be. And so they're waiting for this grand party of heroes to come on in so they can give them their part of the information to save the balance of nature.
I'm here.
Oh, well, I'm here. I don't know about everyone else, though.
Let's get the party started.
All right.
Lois is quiet in her corner.
Okay. And the Grand Druid will look on in and about, and he'll say to the other brothers and sisters, these are our heroes. They will go and they will help right this imbalance. Tell them what you know. And then there will come forth a slender, petite bone and framed human forward, red hair down to what you could make out her shoulders in the hooded robe. And she'll say, we've come to agreements. We believe it's in the north, about 250 miles north. There seems to be a great disturbance all around this one area where our magics don't really seem to act correctly. So by deduction, we believe this is the epicenter of this. Now, with just that knowledge, you won't be having an easy task because the warping of the magic around there has mutated the environment and the creatures that have been around there. And we believe has been large hunting parties and raiding parties going back and forth. So be prepared. And then she'll step back. Another will step up with a what looks like a giant scroll. And see here. Oh, yeah, that's what I want. Right there. Okay. Unroll it. And let's see here. Can I? It's not showing that as a separate app. Give me a second. Cancel that. I'll have to drop that down. And come on. But he'll be opening up this big map, working heavily at it to scroll it out. And let's see, right there. And let's get here. And what you'll see is this map right here. And got to get a better pointer there. All right, you should be able to see this. Right here is where he'll point out. Here's where we are as the Brotherhood of the Earth and Rock. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And come on, right there. Should be. And right here, where you see the black mark that he marked on, is where we see the disturbance as the strongest, and believe the epicenter of all the activity is going on up there in the Great Waste. All right, you guys all see that?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes,
Okay. All right, then I'll stop sharing that. And like that, and back to my ugly mug. And he'll leave that there for you guys to study.
And being a great big group of powerful druids, you all have a way to like transport us there instantly, right?
No, we don't. We're using every bit of our magics to protect the tree of life that you saw out in the courtyard.
Yeah, and I'm at Briggs, who is just kind of sitting down on a log or something. I don't know. Kind of taking all this in. Kind of stands up, stretches. Like, I don't think I'd really want them to teleport me anywhere anyway. I don't pretend to understand magic, but there's something going on with the thread was in my brief. And if there's something going on wrong with that, then I doubt we'd even get there, even if they did try to teleport us.
I'm confused. What's with a thread in your pants have something to do with this?
Hey, I don't. Like I said, I don't pretend to understand how magic works, but they call it the thread apparently. And I'm sorry I didn't catch her.
was a
Lois
joke.
tries to explain. Okay, so it was a joke.
I'm going to study the map and try and determine location points so I can try and keep focused on what direction we're heading. Just so less possibility of walking in circles.
Fletch points to the black spot in the map and says, okay, we got to go there and kill everybody there, right?
As far as I
Wrong?
understand.
I asked the druids, has there been, in general, has there been any parties that gone to the Great Waste and come back?
Me?
No, I'm asking
Okay.
the Earth and Rock druids.
And
Yeah, and if Fletch is there, he'll raise a hand and say, me.
You've
Yeah.
been there?
Fletch.
He opens up his backpack and pulls out this cape of white fur and throws it over his shoulder and says, yeah, I've been there. It sucked. Except on the way back was a lot faster because I got to ride a dragon, but going up there, it was cold, long, boring, and dull.
You got to ride a dragon?
Yeah, Briggs would whistle.
Yeah, I got to ride a dragon. If I remember correctly, I think it almost killed one of our party members, but that was a misunderstanding at the time. But it was a nice dragon.
You were riding on its back or in its mouth?
On its back.
Wow.
Yeah, see, and he reaches in his shirt and pulls out, and he's got a little silver amulet of Bahamut. He's like, yeah, I've been carrying this ever since then. Of course, there was also a white dragon who wasn't so nice, but, I mean...
I've never seen
what
a
are you gonna
dragon.
do?
And the Grand Druid will say, we sent up a party before you. They have not returned yet. And we have not been able to detect them with any of our magics. So we fear they may be dead or worse.
So Scrying didn't work on them?
No, it didn't seem to work.
Hmm.
It couldn't.
What's worse than dead?
Undead, being captured by orcs.
Non-existent?
Trapped in hell, trapped in heaven.
Gnomes.
Sides here. Do you think I'm a gnome?
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but wasn't quite.
Well, if you're not a gnome, what are you?
I'm a bloody halfling.
Must be one of those half men.
Oh.
I
thought
could
you were-
probably drink you all under the table.
The
Oh,
Grand
Probably.
Guru
I'll take
will
that.
say, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'll take that bet.
We'll leave you to discuss and figure out how you're going to get there from here. We're going to go help the Brotherhood protect the Tree of Life.
I don't know about
Especially
you guys, but I'm
among
going with the guy on the
yourselves.
horse.
Figure it out, and then one of you come and get me and explain how you're planning on doing it, and if there's something we might be able to do to help you.
I'm guessing we're walking.
Yeah.
Hell
Uh,
no.
Can
I'm
I
getting on the
sit
horse with
by-
the other guy.
Yeah,
A
good
horse.
luck with that.
What was your name? Fletch?
Yes.
Can I assume that when you got there before you were teleported? Or did you go on foot back then too?
We had to take the long way up. We had some animals with us, and they pretty much all froze and died.
Sounds about right.
I always wonder what a meat popsicle would taste like.
Does Lois know about any common animal that could survive the winter or the cold in that zone? That could be used as mount or
Not that I know of. There could be some specially bred horses or something.
no,
Or-
my character.
Or dogs to sort of pull sledges across the snow.
Maybe
Good
mammoths.
idea. We just need
Is there-
how many of those? Like 30?
Is mammoths in Airewood? Charles, is there a mammoths in Airewood?
Not commonly.
And still, we'd need minimum of probably half a dozen of them.
Yeah, she would suggest something weird like that, a type of animal big enough to carry a lot and that it resists cold.
We can take horses, we can take dogs, but I will suggest that whatever animals we take, they not be anything you've got any real strong personal ties to. Because they're probably going to freeze to death or get eaten by something. Or both.
Ah, damn. I guess I'd better not go. Oh, wait a minute.
Is that the chubby gnome talking again?
I believe
Not chubby.
he was a half man.
I hope you guys get your souls drained. I really do.
Fletch, is there a path? Is there an opening in the mountainscape to get in the waste?
I don't particularly remember one. I just remember lots and lots of climbing and lots of snow. And freezing my ass off while every 5 minutes something was trying to kill me.
Does anything, I'll ask the druids, does anything live up there? Do any humanoids live up there, and do they use mounts?
I think all the druids are out in the courtyard.
I'll go out.
Also, I just want to say, he did say that there was dangerous mutating monsters, as well as raiding parties, so we can... There's somebody out there.
He said
something.
the lion mutated.
I thought
That's the animals.
mutating animals. Yes, I got that impression.
It's Darzihan we're dealing with. There's going to be mutated monsters. There's going to be undead. There's going to be evil dragons. Pretty much every bad, nasty, horrible thing you can think of, we're probably going to find it.
Yeah.
Oh God! Hopefully, my ex-wife isn't out there.
Mine is.
Break to assume you were joking.
Not exactly.
I am assuming you are not going to bring that in this subject to her when we arrive.
Well, so basically, our plan is find an animal, put a gigantic sled on it, and hope it doesn't freeze to death.
Well, we could get more than one animal.
But it seems like we have to get over the mountain first before we get into the flatland.
I don't know. I guess I could
And horses
make a
aren't
nature
the
check.
horses aren't the best at climbing mountains.
No, probably donkeys are better for that. But
I make a nature check to see if there's a path that we can take that will take us to the Great Wastes.
Oh, roll me your nature check.
Can I aid him?
Yeah,
Oh,
go.
okay.
You can aid him for advantage on it.
All right, that definitely helps a lot better. Just let me know if I have advantage or not.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Okay, with that, I got 24.
Okay. You'll see that there's 3 trails that go in to the Great Waste from here.
Any particular difference, or any faster or slower or more dangerous?
Depending upon which angle, I'd say, is whether or not it's faster or slower. They all look to be about even in one way or another.
All right, so each one of these trails, I'm gonna. We still have the map, or did they take that back?
No, you have the map. That's what you were using for your nature.
Okay, so I'm gonna point out the 3 trails and I say all of them pose their own separate challenges, but it should be about the same time.
do any of
Unless-
you have? Do
I was
any of
gonna
you
make
have
sure.
any kind of? No, well, go ahead. Make your joke. Sorry, I ruined it.
But now the moment's gone.
Okay. Well, in that case, do any of you have any minor magics, like a cantrip or anything that can keep us warm?
No.
Theodore, roll me percentage dice.
All right.
Good thing when Charles is
man,
acting
I hope-
precision.
Oh man, I hope Theodore has a cantrip. I'm just kidding. That'd be 83.
83. Okay. And let's see here.
Don't tell me he gets older.
No. I'm just doing something here. And let's see here. Lionel,
Yes.
roll me percentage dice.
Don't need.
I don't have a cantrip, but I do have oil and I do have a flint and tinder, so I could light you on fire.
T4. T4.
24, you said?
T4. T4.
Oh, 44. Okay, great.
No.
34.
34.
34. All right.
I mean, I guess the alternative is I do have lamps.
Well, Lois says
Yeah,
I use candy for stuff like that, but I'm not sure it can be of use for this many people.
Just in flint and steel and stuff. If we have to go far enough north, believe me, it will be too cold for anything to burn.
Aren't you just a ray of sunshine?
Well, I am actually. I'm looking forward to this trip.
One might call him a realist.
Let's see here.
Things don't burn when it's very cold, says the half orc.
Matt, roll me a d6.
Uh-oh.
Lois
Five.
says in my travels along the through the plains, I meet wonderful people and some fake creatures who taught me part of the ways of the druids. I've learned many spells from them that can be used to locate creatures native from that places. We will have to capture them if that's a possibility. I use them as a mounts.
Matt, what did you get on d6?
I got a 5.
5? Okay. All right. That answers that.
So that's our
And
plan.
I'll let
then.
you get.
We're gonna follow the trail, get to the wastes, tame some animals, and then ride them across the wastes.
If there are animals to ride,
If you have a better plan, I'm willing to listen to it.
are you looking at the half orc then?
I'm looking at everyone.
For me, I think the best plan is just to walk.
I mean, something that I was thinking is that we just walk, and y'all speak of raiding parties, so maybe they're on foot, maybe they got mounts. If they're on foot, we deal with them anyway. If they got mounts, then we got mounts.
Which one of you guys is a ranger?
Not me.
Which one of
yeah.
you guys is a healer?
I'm a healer,
Yeah,
says Lois. Not a really experienced healer, but I can heal.
So we have a almost kind of healer and a sort of kind of maybe ranger. I feel great about this. Let's go.
I haven't done it in a while, but I can track. Not the best at it, but I can do it. If we ain't got another choice.
Well, the one good thing about snow is it's usually pretty easy to track things in.
Mm-hmm.
Usually.
Okay, so have you guys formulated your plan well enough that you want to let the Grand Druid know?
Yeah.
Quote,
right.
unquote,
We're walking.
Formulate a plan.
We're walking. So after 20 minutes of discussion, we're doing what I said in the first place.
I was all for it.
Yeah, I was all for it. It's just, it's always good to weigh your options so you don't miss out something just because you go with the first thing you think of.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes the first thing you think of is the best one.
You see the Grand Druid, who you're sending out to let him know.
Oh,
Do we have a leader?
I thought-
Is that you? I point to
me?
Is that-
Oh God.
Uh,
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'm the least powerful person here, but have the biggest mouth.
If you
Sure.
want it, I have a dice.
I'll
I'll
go
go
over.
you've got the most experience here.
Who does?
Well, you're the
You've
only one
been there
who's
before.
actually been there before, so
Okay. Sure. I'll go. Yeah, we're walking.
He'll say, good luck, hero, and your mighty band. As far as that, is there anything you might require of us? We have little, but what we have, we will share.
do you have warm clothing?
We
I
could
must have-
probably come up with enough for you to have some warm clothing.
Do you have any?
Animals. Go ahead.
Do you have any kind of like minor magic item that gives out warmth?
And what he'll give you on that is the warmth from the knit relationship between family and
Oh
friends.
God! Don't bullshit a bullshitter. You've either got it or you don't.
Lois asks if they know of a pack of animals that could we can catch.
They don't know if you'll run across them or not, but if you can catch and train some bison, they can withstand a lot of that climate.
So basically, what you're telling me is, do you need anything? We'll give you everything you need. Oh, but we don't have anything.
I'm happy with just getting a thick shirt, pants, and I already have a thick coat, a winter
Extra food.
coat.
Extra food would probably be helpful too.
That
Right.
too.
They'll give you each an extra 3 days of rations. You'll have a complete set of cold weather clothes, and he'll remind you the magical warmth of friends and family can heat up the coldest situation.
Do you have any snowshoes or skis and things like that to travel?
French guys.
these guys barely have food. Why do you think they have skis?
Maybe they eat skis.
I guess druids get bored too. Maybe that's how they spend their downtime. They just go to the top of the mountains and sled down.
Cross-country skis are essential in snow. Are the mountains in snow?
The
I bet they have
peaks
snow
are.
in winter.
Well, I don't think they've got a snowcat hidden anywhere. So
So, what was your percent roll?
66.
66? They'll say, sorry, no. We gave the last of our skis and snowshoes to the squad
party.
that we sent out.
Hmm.
All right. So besides those concerns, I'm gonna pull out a blank scroll. I'm gonna say we're gonna need 30 dogs with sleds with rope for each of them. Obviously, we're gonna need healing potions and so probably some more oil. And do you have any of that stuff?
We can give you 3 flasks of oil. We only have a dozen left.
Give me those. I'm gonna need them. Scroll. Gonna need them for fires, probably.
Yeah, if the oil doesn't freeze on us.
It won't freeze on me. Also, I don't want to intimidate anybody, but if the blizzard hits us, I'm gonna need to hold somebody's hand because I can get stuck in the snow. Anyone? And I'm just gonna walk around the crowd, grab their hands awkwardly.
I'm not strong enough. I'm sorry, little one.
Okay, I can do it. It's been a while, but I've worked with halflings before. You don't happen to be a rogue, do you?
I'm definitely not a famous treasure hunter.
Okay.
I'll keep my hands to myself. I'll even pay you in advance, and I give them two healing potions.
To who?
You.
Hold on to
To
your.
Fletch.
I've already got 5 healing potions.
Oh, okay, fine. I'm just saying I've got 20.
I don't want to know where they're hidden.
And the Grand Druid will take Fletch's hands, clasp
Oh, for one
them in
person on
hips,
these hands.
and shake them with both hands. And Fletch will notice and feel that there's a small object in his palm when the Grand Druid releases.
Okay, I look at it.
Okay. It's rectangular, made of oak, and it looks like it has a hinge with a top.
I'll try to open it.
Okay, opens fairly well. And you'll see a glass bubble with a pine needle
Okay.
set at the top of the bubble. And at the base of the bubble, you'll see a palm tree. And to the right, you'll see what looks to be an ocean. And to the left, you'll see what appears to be desert. And there will be a little platinum needle in the middle.
Okay. I'm guessing this thing will kind of sort of tell us where to go.
Well, which direction are you facing at the Brotherhood?
North.
then the needle will be pointing towards the pine tree.
So we want to go that way. Okay. Well,
Right.
you people,
Follow the trail.
sit tight, hold the fort, keep the home fires burning, and if we're not back by dawn, call the president.
What are you talking about?
And if they hold the fires here, there's going to be a forest fire. Why would you say something like that?
If you haven't figured it out already, most of the time I don't know what I'm talking about. But okay, we're going in that direction. I've got
That
food.
sounds good to me.
I've got food, winter clothes, my cape, my weapons. All right, and he starts walking in that direction.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
And I'm already trying to think of places I can sell this little box. After
Yeah, I can help you with that.
after the adventure.
I can help you with that. That thing belongs in the museum.
Depends on how much the museum's willing to pay.
Okay, if we are going already, Lois will wait until the party is deep enough in the area and ask politely if they would allow her to ritual cast locate animals or plants to find the bisons. Or
I think probably wait until we're out of the mountains. They won't be that useful in the mountains, will they?
yeah, okay. Thank you.
Well, I'm not an expert. I say looking around for the expert and spotting Theodore.
We don't have.
I've decided
don't have
Theodore
one.
Biggs is the expert. He's got he looks weather beaten. So turns to the old and weather beaten Theodore Biggs and says, "Am I right?
What's that, son?
The
Oh
bison
no.
will be useful going over the mountains."
You saying if I'd be useful in going over the mountains?
Yeah, what do you think, old man? Says the half-orc to you. You must have travelled the world a lot. You've certainly got a weather-beaten face.
I'm sorry, I might have missed the beginning. Are you asking him whether or not we can, whether it's safe to go through the mountains?
To lead bison over the mountains, or should we get them when we get to the other side?
To lead bison.
Do you guys need to like start sending each other letters instead? Would that be easier? I
What
got
do
a
you mean?
notebook here.
Oh, let's go.
Sorry, I don't know much about bison. I've never been this far north.
Mm.
Sorry to disappoint you. And you keep moving.
So how are you guys lining up on the trail? And which trail are you taking? 1, 2, or 3?
Two's feeling that
Lois,
number.
Lois will be probably the tier at the back. I mean, the tier last one.
Yeah. I'll take up the rear. Cover the behind.
I'd probably be up front with, I'm assuming, Fletch, unless you wanted to.
Fletch has the magic compass thing, so he'll be up front, and
Yeah.
he'll head for number 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Theodore would be either right behind or shoulder to shoulder with Fletch.
Loic would be in the back, and his owl flying above us.
Theodore. Okay.
Well, I guess I'll be somewhere in the middle then. Kind of blending in with the crowd.
Gel also,
Okay.
but he doesn't blend.
And you'll notice on this, there's large boulders, about half human height, about 4.5, 5 feet. And you have some smaller that are about 2 or 3 feet tall, and they're almost the same distance wide as they are tall. The path is well worn. It's covered with a type of granite dust and dirt from many passages and from wagons and such, just breaking down the small gravel. You'll see pea gravel on the sides of the path, and in the horizon you will see another set of mountains in front of you. And
Oh wait, why don't you let me go ahead first? I'll sneak around and see if there's anything ahead of us.
and it's getting about
Okay.
5 o'clock in the evening.
Wait. I didn't understand it. Can you repeat? Was normal boulders of human size or
They're
human-like boulders?
They're about half the normal human size. They're
Oh.
4.5, 5 feet tall and just about as wide. Then you have some that are 2, 3 feet tall and that much wide, with pea gravel along the sides, some granite dust on the main trail.
Yeah, so you just let me go ahead and I'll see if there's anyone waiting for us. Or if there's anything we should be looking out for. And if
Go
I run
ahead.
into anything I shouldn't run into, I'll run back.
Go ahead.
Go on then.
All right, so I'm gonna run ahead of the group, and
How
I'm
far?
gonna start sneaking. I'd probably say a good 75 feet.
At this
then I
point,
go into
I'm
the
gonna
boulder.
take out a longbow.
Okay.
I start sneaking through the boulders as soon as I can, and I try to stay ahead of the group. 75 feet, so I can see if there's anybody around us.
All right. Give me a stealth roll.
I send my owl with him.
Okay.
21 stealth.
I got 23.
All righty. You think you're being pretty sneaky as far as that. And as you're sneaking around, you notice, let me double check that on you. Okay, you notice something out of the right of your eye that doesn't appear to be right with a group of rocks.
I'm gonna, yeah, I examine them from where I am.
How far are you choosing to be away from?
How far am I away from them now?
Okay, I'll say you're 30 feet. Just
All
something
right,
doesn't look right with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak up to about 15 feet.
Okay. And it looks almost like they were stacked to fall down upon the trail.
All right. Do I see what could be any signs of trappers or ambushers?
You looking for tracks?
No, like just people, I guess.
Okay. Then you don't seem to notice.
All right, I'm gonna move close to the trap and see what's behind it.
Okay. You'll see that there's probably about 6 of the 2.5, 3-foot rocks stacked, and it looks like there's a piece of shale wedge on a keystone. That would be used to trip it in that way.
All right. If I were to remove it, would the trap still be able to work, or at least require more effort to use?
Give me a investigation roll.
24.
You would think that if you moved that piece, that the stones would roll.
All right. Yeah. Are my friends anywhere nearby?
I'm seeing
they said-
something that you're seeing through my owl.
You said that they're about 75 feet behind you.
Okay. So, no, assuming that they are nowhere near here, I'm just gonna trip the trap and make the boulders roll down.
Okay. You can trip the track. The boulders roll down. Give me let's see here. Yeah. Give me a perception check and a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Is the dexterity saving throw because of the trap?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. So 16 on the perception.
Okay.
And for the trap, dexterity saving throw would be my first roll for that was 22, and my second roll for that is well, 21, so 22 on my saving throw.
Okay. You managed to dodge some spikes that shot up from the gravel that you were standing on while releasing the trap. You didn't notice the secondary trigger.
Damn, these buggers are clever. I should be more careful.
And the rest of the party, you see a half a dozen boulders rolling down onto the trail in front of you. Your owl will notice that there are spikes that jumped up and the boulders rolled down.
I can see through my owl's eyes if it's within 100 feet of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you saw that?
I'd pass that information on to the group.
I'm sure they'd see them.
Should we be moving out of the way of the boulders, or are they going to
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
pass by us?
Are they moving
They're
at the party?
75 feet in front of you
Oh.
because that's where your little stealth was.
Okay.
I
I'm
wave
sure-
at them awkwardly.
I'm sure he's fine. See?
He's good.
After the boulders have rolled down, in the, being sure that she and the party will be safe, she will go and look at the halfling and ask, "Are you okay?"
Well, yeah. What, you think some wooden spikes from the ground were gonna kill me?
Yeah, I don't know if you know about this, but for those situations, you can use a large ball to hit them from a safe distance.
Oh, what's the fun in that?
Well, I'm not of that kind of thought, but if you feel thrilled by the possibility of that thing, by all
Well,
means,
that's why I'm a
do
treasure
not pay
hunter.
any attention.
Now let me do my job, lady. And I go back to I disengage from that conversation and I go back to being 75 feet away and looking for traps.
Okay, it's about 5:30 in the evening once all the trap situation gets resolved.
What time does the sun set in the mountains?
It's this time of year. It sets about 6:30.
Gotcha.
Well, Fletch is just going to keep marching forward like he totally knows where he's at and where he's going and what he's doing.
Okay.
Maybe
And-
we should find a cave to protect ourselves.
We don't need
You
it.
know someone.
I have something for that.
What's the lowest here?
Just to kind of call this out in case if I need to make another stealth check, I'm going to be moving at half speed so I can use my supreme sneak.
And everyone, where is that? Loke, Riverborn, notices this shadow in the twilight sky, or the evening dimming sky. Twilight. As it goes on by overhead.
Is it dragon shaped?
It's too fuzzy for you to really determine the shape. It's real shadowy.
And can we get a guess on how far it is, how high it is?
But oh yeah, you'll guess it's about 250 feet up.
Do we look up at it?
Well, it's your character, not mine.
I definitely would look. I definitely look up at it.
Gil
Yeah.
will look for some kind of cover and move towards cover.
And look, Riverborn, you notice your party, some scattering for cover, others looking up at the sky. So
Lois
you
goes
can
cover.
also notice whatever, or try to notice. Perception check.
Okay. Uh, 10 perception.
You still don't see it.
And if I don't see anything,
Eh.
I'd probably just follow someone to cover.
Lois got stealth 17 and perception 26.
Yeah, you guys noticed it with your passive perception. It was just Riverborn that needed to roll to see if he could see it, because he didn't see it with the passive.
Okay.
And okay, who's running for cover?
What?
I got a 26 perception trying to look up at it.
Okay.
Did I see
what I
it?
described?
My passive perception is
Your
10.
10. I thought I had it higher than that.
No,
Me
I
neither.
think.
Where the heck are you? Oh, yeah, there it is. I missed it.
Mistook it for
Okay.
18, or
Yeah.
so I guess I missed it as well.
Yeah, you missed it as well. You see the party doing everything. You can roll to see if you see it.
All right, so I just got back, so I'm guessing we're all taking cover from a potential dragon attack.
Well, that was what I was going to try to
And
figure out.
after I
What
looked
did you
up,
get, Gal?
With my eyes keenly fixed on some flour in my armor that I'm working into my chainmail, I don't notice the whole party reacting. I got a natural 1.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, so after getting into cover, what Theodore would actually probably do is it'd probably notice that, and then try to go back out and like pull him into some cover. At least try to.
Okay. Now, who in the party was taking cover and who wasn't?
I was looking as I was taking cover.
Lois did it also.
I just want to look right now. What can I see? What it is? I'm 75 feet away, so
You would have saw it in your movements. Your passive perception saw it.
and I know what it is.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna hide. Let's keep doing that. I'm gonna take his owl with me and be like, "Stay with me."
Yeah.
So it's pretty much everybody hiding.
Does the
Except
owl?
the half orc.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I would have been in cover, but I'm assuming I'm in the open for whatever happens now as I'm trying to pull the half-orc into cover.
Okay. And
Fletch thinks he knows who this is, so he's just standing in the middle of the path, and he'll yell, "Hey, asshole, I'm down here."
Okay. So, do you let the owl go with the halfling?
Yes.
It's way safer with me than anyone else right now.
Well, you don't control that entity. The other player does. That's why I wanted to make sure it's clear and above board.
I'd have to Al just stick with him through this.
Okay.
So that I know what he's doing, just in case.
Alrighty. That's no problem there. And Gel and Theodore, you hear Fletch standing out in the middle of the trail, yelling up at the shadow in the sky, saying exactly what he said. The rest of the
Hey,
party,
asshole.
you hear this. There's no problem hearing this.
You have a goddamn death wish.
Lois is preparing a cantrip just in case.
So after he yells that out, does anything happen?
At this point, it doesn't appear so.
Did I actually see anything up there that causes shadow?
You saw the shadowy figure as best as you can tell.
Nothing happens?
You guys all ran and hid except for you.
Oh, I
Theodore
haven't hid.
did an act of bravery to protect our half-orc, or your half-orc that didn't see nothing.
Fletch throws a rock at it. Get back here.
250 feet.
We're gonna have this combat,
With
David.
disadvantage.
You throw a rock 250 feet? I don't think so.
Well, I'm not going to waste an arrow if I miss. I mean, these are silver-tipped arrows, so they cost
He's
money.
got a strong arm, okay?
Actually, with disadvantage, I still got a 17.
You missed.
It wouldn't get anywhere near. You can't throw 250 feet.
I know.
Besides, it has a stronger AC than 17.
That was a rock, right? I didn't accidentally throw the compass or anything.
No, it was the rock.
32.
Okay.
32 what?
32, my arrow.
You wasted an arrow.
Yeah. It was just one arrow. Yeah.
Fletch will yell. Fletch will yell, "Chicken!"
All right, yeah. So at this point, I guess if nothing's happening, Theodore would just go up to Fletch, put his hand on his back, turn him around, like, "Do you have a death wish?"
Yeah. There wasn't anything there. It was an illusion, I think.
Not a wish. I just don't worry about it.
Yeah. So Theodore studies you for a second. Yeah. I'd rather not have any deaths if we can help it, and that certainly didn't help anything. You know what that thing was?
Not 100%. I think it was a shadow dragon. And if it's one of
What?
two shadow dragons, we have a history.
Yeah, but Theodore would like, bullshit. Dragon, those don't exist.
Well, I've only seen 2 of them. I think I even fought the younger one, the smaller one.
And Loic would
Okay,
walk.
look, it was a dragon. It was dark. I call it a shadow dragon. I'm not a whatever dragonologist.
All right, so yeah, with that, Theodore take his hand off you and just kind of look around. I'm assuming the shadow is gone.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, you'd probably say after a few seconds looking around. Well, let's get back to moving, then. Just be more careful, and don't shout at it. God damn it!
What's going on over there? Why is everyone hiding?
Keep looking for traps.
And it's
I already did.
Well, keep doing it some more.
And if you see a dragon, try to let us know in the 2 seconds before you're dead.
That would be good too.
I can bring you back.
If
It's
I
getting
die,
about-
should I insult its mother first?
Yes.
it's getting about
Give them a thumbs up.
6 o'clock in the evening. After all this, getting yourself.
How far is?
How much time throughout this conversation? Half an hour. Lois will have cast communion with nature. Ritual cast communion with nature.
Say again, Lionel.
If half hour has passed, Lois will have cast a ritual cast commune with nature.
Okay. Roll me percentage dice.
Okay. $24.
All right. Roll me percentile dice again.
7.
Ooh. Okay. You don't seem to pick up anything with nature itself, except for maybe what you're feeling and what you know.
Okay, I got to ask for 3 things.
You can ask 3
Okay.
things and ask
the
those
rain.
3 things because
Okay.
your magic kind of went out and reversed itself onto you. Ask yourself 3 questions.
I thought it would just be funny if like a squirrel was like, all right, I want to know what you think about acorns. Can you climb a tree? How many nuts can you put in your mouth?
And you feel that with the magic, with what happened. You know it didn't work the way you wanted it to. And with that, I think I'm going to take a 5-minute bio break. So if anybody would like to, go ahead. I know my old man Bladder urging me.
Who's a good owl? Who is a good owl? You're a good owl.
Especially with a little paprika and cheese.
The oil and the frying pan, and everything will go just fine. Oh man,
Well, that's rude.
I forgot the frying pan.
Are you trying to cook my owl?
I mean, I know it wouldn't work, but it'd be fun.
You can try.
With the spirit, it would just disperse into whatever it fucking disperses into.
Nothingness. Radiant light.
So, Loik, what brings you out here?
The goddess of nature led me here.
It's got some sexy goddess that they work for. God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just in case,
A nice body.
just in case you want to die, do you want me to bring you back, or nah?
Yeah, you can bring me back.
All right, I just want to make sure.
What's death, anyways?
Nothing fun, right?
According to you, being either trapped in hell or heaven. If I recall.
Well, I mean, there's lots of other places, but those two are incredibly dangerous, and one is incredibly boring.
Nothing for you to steal up there or down there.
If I die, I want to become. I'd totally love to become a woodpecker.
Sure
You
you
want to
would.
be reincarnated
Just for-
into a woodpecker. Or be turned into one.
Why not? Awesome it would be to have the ability to ram your face into anything and not feel it. And it's like stabbing something.
I'm sure you just like pecking wood.
By
Hey,
the way to say he's a peckerwood?
That's exactly what he said.
no, you're putting words into my mouth, and I'm starting to think you want more in there than just words.
Behave, kids.
My eyes are closed. It doesn't matter, right? Right?
All right, but
I'm
don't
stepping
question it.
away from this conversation.
Come back here, Biggs.
Alrighty. Is everybody back? And, okay. Ryan,
Yes.
you're casting a ritual,
Yeah.
a spell. So roll me a percentage dice.
$53.
53. Okay. And roll me a second percentage.
91.
91. What ritual were you casting?
Leoman's tiny hut.
Okay. Roll me a d10.
9.
9. You're 9 years younger when you get done casting that spell.
You see my beard shrink up.
Oh my.
Quite a bit.
I won't have those kind of side effects if I use my wand, will I?
You see Loic kind of jumping around me. Stretches a little bit. Feels good. It's like I'm in my 20s again.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, you lost a few of your wrinkles.
shorter too. Less wrinkles. Nice magic trick.
Hey.
So what were you trying to do?
Did the spell work, or did I just...
Yeah, the spell worked. That seemed to be the additional effect that happened to you.
Gotcha. So, as I'm done casting this, and you see my appearance change, and from where I'm standing, kind of like a bubble shield starts to expand around us, 10 feet in each direction around us. And it's no longer freezing. It's nice and warm. It's comfortable, it's dry, and it's warm.
Okay. So you have this little building about you.
Shelter for the night.
Oh, wait, we're already stopping?
It's about to get dark. Do you want to continue in the dark? I can't see in the dark.
Neither can I, but that's half the fun. And I brought a lamp. I don't know why that's important, but I just know that I have
You
lamps.
see, Loic snaps his fingers. The inside of this dome produces a dim light instead of it being dark.
I love
think
lamp.
I think somebody just solved the luminous homeless problem.
So are you putting up watches? Everybody going into the hut?
I can stand watch all night. I don't need to sleep.
Oh, because somebody is 9 years younger, suddenly they're just the best person ever and doesn't need to sleep.
Why don't you need to sleep?
Alana blessed me with this gift many years ago. I haven't slept since.
So,
Alana. Yeah, okay. Usually women keep me up all night.
Exactly.
do you still dream?
That's you. I think so. He says.
I'll go in for
Can you-
4 hours and sit down, and then I'll come out here and stand, and you can go in and sit down for 4 hours.
They got it covered. Fletch is going to sleep.
Yeah. Well, don't want you getting exhausted on the trip just because you can't sleep.
You can see through the dome, so you can be inside the dome. You don't have to be outside, and I don't have to sleep at all. For my Eldritch Invocation, I can do 8 hours of light activity, such as keeping watch.
Can you sleep if you want to?
Never really tried.
I mean, why would you want to? You've got 8 hours of free peeping to do.
Yeah. Who's the real thief of the party?
Naps feel good. Sleep, yeah, I'd have a death wish.
So
You already do.
No, not a wish. I'm just stupid.
I go in the hut and sit down and just rest.
Okay.
Gil
Oh,
goes in.
bugger, I forgot a blanket.
Gil goes in the hut, but still out of habit, and because he feels more comfortable, he goes and raises his tent inside the hut and sleeps inside his tent. You hear snores coming from the tent.
Yeah, Theodore would just simply go into the hut, unhook his cloak, kind of lie it down, and then he'd lie flat on his back, hands behind his head, and you'd hear the light. You just hear the breathing of someone that's asleep, like 2 or 3 minutes later.
Yeah. I'm just sitting up against the wall with one knee prop, just
Loisy makes his air tent inside the dome as well.
Okay.
Just a quick question. I mean, technically, and stirring up trouble.
Good.
Who enters first, Gel or what's his name? Keelan Leodon.
I think I said I was going in before you said you were.
Okay, you're the first to take an extra dimensional space into an extra dimensional space if you've got a quiver of Elona. I've also got a bag of holding, but I don't know whether you want to pursue that or not.
Oh, you were gonna put a person in a bag? Oh, let me in
No.
there.
No,
Ah.
but if you take a bag of holding or a quiver of Elona into this hut, I think it triggers a gate to the astral sphere, and everything within 10 feet is dragged in, isn't it? If we're playing strictly by the rules.
That would be awesome.
Forget this adventure. We're going to the astral plane.
I bet there's
It's-
magic there.
It's a possibility, but it's really
Yeah,
not.
it's not what you had planned.
It's
I
not
thought that-
spelled out. Let me double check the spell.
I think it's only related to magical items, not magical items and spells.
But let me double check the word on the spell, and I'll make my decision.
I think that's only if you try to shove a bag of holding inside a bag of holding.
Portable hole in a bag of holding. But if you overload a bag of holding and like that and rip it, the stuff goes off and is lost into the zone also. But let me see here.
You guys have all those magical items? Could we try it?
I think it would have already happened
I think I should go outside if you're gonna try it.
since I already went in. It already happened.
Is it Learman's tiny hut that you
Yeah.
cast? Oh, I don't think it's an extra dimensional space, is it? Or is it?
No. It's just a
No, it's just a barrier, isn't it? So
yeah. It's
Yeah.
like a
different.
That's why.
No.
the dome of
Okay, I'm wrong.
It's all
I'm wrong
good.
on this. Sorry about throwing that in.
That's all right.
It's just wrong.
So, Riverborn, that's up on watch, right?
Yes, and then I have my owl, which has 120-foot dark vision.
Okay, so the owl's not with Finny anymore.
I assume Finney was in the hut. Is he not? Or
I know he was coming to it.
Nobody
Did
said
Finney go in
anything.
the
I've
hut or
been
not?
hiding behind rocks and shit, looking around for traps. You guys told me to look
Okay.
for traps, and I'm still out here.
So Finney's still out with the owl then. Riverborn, are you inside or outside?
I'm inside. If I walk outside, it goes away.
Okay. So you're inside. That's there. Let's see here.
Traps, because I was told to. I'm hoping they're still following me, but I haven't heard anything in a while.
You get there at like 6 days ahead of us or something like that. No traps, guys. Guys,
I have to fucking call you on phone. We've been waiting for you to
hear-
get back.
You hear
The good news
three large thuds, and the ground is shaking as far as that at this juncture. So let's roll initiative and put
that's
it in
probably
the
the
chat.
frost giants.
Oh, yeah. A big old 7 for my initiative.
All right, let's go
I'm hiding.
over here, down there.
Nice moment.
And, let's see here. Okay. See here. Yeah. So, 14. Round. 1. 7. Yeah. No. It's 13. And then after that, it was Metalborn. So it's Theodore. That was 7.
Finney was 7.
Penny, what? Okay. Penny 7. Oh, okay. Theodore's 2. Ready? What are you doing, Matt? Kaylin? Keelan?
So something big hit the hut 3 times.
It hit the ground near it.
I'm gonna look around and see. I got a 23 perception.
Okay, you going outside the hut?
Well, he said the hut was see-through.
Okay, but I'm just asking if you were going outside the hut, that's all.
No, if I can look from inside the hut, I'm gonna look from inside the hut since it's see-through.
Okay. and you see some boulders, 3 of them, laying on 3 sides of that where you're picturing the dome.
I don't see up on the escape who threw them.
No, you don't notice it.
Hmm. Oh, I'm just going to pull out a bow and stay in the hut.
Okay. And Fletch.
These boulders, do we know if they were like thrown or if it was another trap set off or anything?
Give me an intelligence roll.
4.
So you can't tell.
I'll go outside with my longbow. An arrow,
Okay.
a special arrow prepared. Do I hear anything?
Roll perception.
I got a 7. Another great roll.
All right. No, you don't seem to have an idea where they were coming. And let's see here. That's there. Okay. Lionel, your initiative was 18, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're next.
Does she hears or perceives something?
Roll me a perception.
Mm. 11.
No.
Then she's in her tent.
No. So, is that all you're doing is listening?
Well, she was inside the dome in her tent. If she does not perceive something, she will still be trying to rest.
Okay. Yeah. Caius.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Only Fletch has gone outside so far. Is that right?
Yes. Well, you got Finney outside also,
Somewhere.
along with the owl.
Okay, I'll raise my shield and go out and see if. I mean, I can. I don't suppose it changes how I can see, but I'll go and stand next to Fletch and have a look round.
Okay. Roll perception.
I get a 12 perception.
12. You don't seem to notice anything
Okay.
as far as that. Let's see here. After that, Riverton.
Right. He's not. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to say I wouldn't go out there. They can't come in, so no need to go out. And then for my action, I'm going to dismiss my owl, where Finney can see him disappear.
Oh my! What happened to him?
Oh,
Yeah.
and from there, let's see there. That is. And So just Gell and Fletch outside. One of you roll a D4. Fletch, 1, 2, and Gell, 3, 4.
If it's I rolled a 1 on a D4, so that's Fletch. But just one property of my shield is that if a missile weapon attack comes anywhere within 10 feet of me, it goes for me. I've got a shield of missile attraction.
Okay, let's see here.
Then we'll definitely stand within 10 feet of him.
And you have
AC of
comment.
18, if you're needing.
Yeah, you have a yeah. That's
Incoming.
why I asked. That's why I asked you guys ahead of time. I got it up here. You take 21 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
and a second one.
I've got resistance to that, so I actually only take half. The shield protects me pretty well.
Okay, and roll a damn. I shouldn't. I'm not gonna roll. I'm not gonna roll to see who it hits. I'm.
Yep,
Four,
it's automatically me.
See, yeah, roll a d4. So I want to see who they were intending.
Okay. Again, a 1. So I think both will go for Fletch, but both crashed into me.
Take another 21 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. Oof. Okay.
And may not hit because that's 18. What was yours?
Exactly 18.
And, okay, so that'll hit. Roll d4 and let me know who they were intending.
And the third one is going for me.
Okay, so he hit who he wanted to. Take another 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right.
Good Lord.
And you'll hear some laughter and giggling about 200 feet out. And Finney, you've been going staying 75 foot ahead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're about 300 feet from you. You don't see nothing, but give me a perception roll to see if you hear the giggles.
Do I get my observant bonus? Probably not.
Whatever your standard perception roll.
Okay. Upside of the case is I can't roll less than 10. Yes.
All right, what's your roll?
15.
15. You hear a real faint giggle off towards the camp general area. What are you doing?
Definitely going to over.
Okay, that'll take you a little bit. So, Theodore.
Okay.
All right. So Theodore's eyes would snap open. He'd immediately get up, don the cloak, pull his great sword, and go toward. And I think at this moment when he's walking over is when I'm not entirely sure. I don't think I heard what Gale got hit by those 3 times. What were they? Were they rocks or
Yeah, they were boulders.
just big boulders?
Yep. 3 of them.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Theodore kind of go over to them like, "What's going on? You know where they are? Wherever they are."
You can roll a perception check to see if you can hear them.
Yeah. Theodore will be looking around and focusing while he's asking that. So yeah. A 23.
Okay, you feet above you on the hillside, you'll hear some laughter behind some boulders.
Okay. So he'd relay that information. I'm not sure if they've heard that yet or not. I'm not. I hear laughing down that way, 200 feet.
So you doing anything other than that?
Yeah. He would because we're all still in the hut right now, right? Are we
No,
outside?
they're outside.
Oh, okay. So
So-
okay. I guess I'd be outside.
So you're outside.
Okay. So Theodore would with his great sword poised, he would kind of move defensively over in that direction. And I think for like action wise, I'm going to be taking the dodge action as I'm moving closer,
Okay.
since I'm in
All
a
right.
defensive stance.
And this will basically be difficult terrain for you.
All right.
So you'll move half your movement. You're going upgrade over rocks, fist size and larger to try to get to the objective.
All right.
Okay. That brought us to the bottom to the top. Let's see here. That is Keelan.
I'm gonna go out and
Okay.
basically do the same thing, try and inquire where the attack came from.
I'll point in the direction that the boulders came from.
All right.
Yeah.
So you know about 200 feet.
Yeah. And then I'm going to hold my attack action until I see something I can hit.
Okay.
What's the sort of light like? I mean, is it are we in light? Are they in? Is it pitch black? I mean,
It's dark.
but they can see it. Are we lit up, or are they seeing long distance in the dark?
They're shooting with disadvantage.
Okay. I mean, no, I mean just checking to see if I'm not sure whether we had a fire or we were lit up or anything like that, but we're not, are we?
There's dim light in the dome,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
but I haven't turned it off yet.
Okay, so we are sort of vaguely lit up against the dome. That's
But
so they can focus
But
on
it's
us.
past.
I can't see if I
But
can.
it's really past any dark vision distance. But I'm still giving them disadvantage because it's like a cigarette among about 100 feet out. Yeah, you could see it, see everything around it.
Yep.
As far as that. So Matt has gone outside, holding action, has general direction. Fletch.
Okay, so we know.
Before that, Keelan, where are you standing?
I'm standing within the 10 feet of the paladin because I was talking with him.
Okay.
And I'm just facing the direction that he pointed with my bow and arrow.
Okay. I just needed to know that distance. As far, go ahead, Fletch.
Okay, so we know the general area of where they're at.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at my companions that are present and say, I've been wanting to try one of these. And then I'll move. Well, my normal movement would be 40, but since this is rough terrain, I'll just move 20 feet closer. And
Okay.
then I'm going to shoot an explosive arrow at them.
Okay. Wow. Roll to hit with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, with disadvantage, I got a 23.
Okay.
And I can tell you what these arrows do by the rules I was given if you...
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Everything within a 10-foot area suffers 3d6 fire damage.
All right.
And there are a couple of saves they can make. They can make a con save of DC 14 for half damage. And then they also need to make a dex save of DC 14 to avoid being set on fire.
Okay. Their Constitution. Okay. 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 You have two that get set afire.
Okay, I did a total of 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the two that are on fire will take 1d6 damage for 4 rounds unless they spend a round putting themselves out of fire.
Okay. All right. What was that damage again?
16.
16.
And then I'm guessing we hear howls of pain or anger or whatever.
Those of you that speak giant will hear cursing and giant and sounds that sound like ouch, ouch, ouch.
I'll look back at my companions again and say that's where they're at.
As far as that, in the fire damage,
they'll take 1d. Those who didn't make their dex save will take 1d6 per round for 4 rounds.
all right. Roll the
Okay, on top of that 16 they initially took.
yeah.
I guess.
Roll out 1d6.
2.
2. Okay. Alrighty. And let me see here. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. And
when they were set on fire, did one of them become visible for a moment?
not for what you can see.
Okay.
You will see a couple boulders. Well, some boulders that are on fire. You'll see some glowing behind the boulders as far as that.
Okay. So they got full cover. I can't see anything.
That's right. Lionel.
Can she not hear anything?
Oh,
I
you'll
mean,
hear
that's
you hear screams. Now, if you understand giant, you know exactly what they're saying. And
yeah, no.
but you
Well,
hear
it
cursing,
depends.
howls of pain from that general area. But you're still inside the hut, right?
Uh, yes. If now that she hears all that noise, she will come out,
Okay.
assess the situation.
All right. Where are you standing
Uh,
in relationship to Gal?
is there any place she can get cover and still look around to see what's going on?
Yeah, there's a little rock wall right in front of Gal from hitting his shield. You could get half cover from the boulders the way they fell off the shield.
How far are them?
They're about 200 feet.
Nothing that I can use to reach. She will be ready to cure anyone that she sees that is harmed. Yeah, at least in this round.
All right, you're gonna do what if someone's harmed?
A cure.
Okay, you'll see Gal is injured.
How injured is him?
He's
No.
somewhat injured.
She will use
far as
a
that, let's see here.
second level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, roll your cure.
Those were bad rolls. 6 points of healing.
Okay, Gal, you get 6 points of healing.
Okay.
And did the of Cure Wounds went through normally?
Oh, I'm glad you reminded me.
That's
Just
what I was
dice.
trying for.
Almost forgot that. Did you roll?
A D100, right?
Yeah, D100.
Nope, I rolled a 7.
A 7? Okay.
Yes. 98.
98. Holy shoot. Let me put my eyes on this one. Holy shoot. This is going to be fun.
That's really, really bad.
98. You said 98, right?
Yes.
All right. As you do that, tiny sparks arc from you and Gal as far as all that going on. Gal, you do get the 6 points of healing, but there's a lot of sparks lighting up the sky between you and Lionel's character, Lois.
It's a touch range spell.
You're attracting attention here.
It's still you're getting sparks.
I was trying to heal you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I feel better.
Okay.
But
Okay,
but I won't feel better if when another of those boulders hits me, he says.
Gel, it's your turn.
Gel will start taking. It's not going to really make any difference, but he'll start taking evasive action to try and he'll stay basically where he is, providing protection for his companions and try and but dodging or trying to reduce the trying to step aside as the boulders come flying into him.
Okay, so you're taking the dodge
Yep.
action. Okay. And that makes it harder to hit you. Now, okay, that'll be interesting. When so if they're targeting one of the others,
It automatically. Well, if they're within 10 feet of me, they automatically target me.
okay, okay, okay. I know how to handle that then. And Riverton.
And just one other thing, as a bonus action, I mutter some ancient eldritch words, and a sort of glowing sphere extends the size of my shield, so it's slightly bigger than before. And I'm basically, that's the bonus action. I'm casting Shield of Faith.
Okay. Roll me.
Oh yes.
Percentage dice.
Oh yeah. Just because I want a chance at seeing what these percentage dice do as well. Let's have a look. 92.
Okay. Your shield of faith goes up. Doesn't seem like anything happened.
Nothing unusual. Uh-huh.
Nope.
Happens as I expected. Okay.
As far as that. So, Riverton. Or Riverborn, rather.
I use my action to summon my owl,
Okay.
and I'm going to do that 30 feet away from me in the direction
Okay.
of where the explosive arrow hit.
Okay. In the direction. So it's looking up the hillside, 30 feet from you.
Yeah, and then I'm going to command him to fly up there.
Okay.
And I'm going to see what he sees through his eyes.
All right. Well, how fast is his fly?
I believe it's 120. I mean, not 120. What's that? If I do my alphabet. 60 feet fly.
Okay.
So
You don't quite
I use
get
his
up
bonus
there.
action and his action to. I mean, his action and his move action to go 120.
Yeah, you can do it. It was like doing a dash. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm going to
120
into the dash action.
up there, but his dark vision is how much?
120 feet.
Okay, you see 5 boulders on fire with some fire on the inside, what appears to be on the inside boulders.
What appeared to be on the inside?
Some fire.
Okay. But I don't see anybody.
No, you don't see, you don't have the angle
Okay,
to see behind the boulders yet.
gotcha. All right. That's all I do.
Okay, and on the explosive arrow, you said it took an action for them to put it out, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they have to
Okay.
spend an action to put it out.
Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. Take a D6. Okay. This one will be aiming at Lionel's character, Lois.
Okay.
But let's see. And misses. You have a big boulder that comes flying on down and lands by your heel, and I'd say your left leg, about 2 feet from your left leg. And you'll hear anyone that speaks giant, you'll hear a curse from them. It's basically, damn, I missed that little female thing down there. And Finney, what are you doing?
Well, I guess the time for sneaking's over, and I'm going to start running up towards the area.
Okay, so you half your movement rate, because it's difficult terrain.
I'm going to double dash, so half is 30, rounded down.
Wouldn't that be 35 rounded down?
Oh, yeah, sorry, because 70 divided by 2 is 35. So, yeah.
So that's what you're doing.
I mean, I could move 7 feet around if I wanted to sneak.
Yeah. And that's what you're doing.
Yeah, I can't really do much else.
Okay. Theodore.
He would
Great.
continue, he would continue moving forward.
Okay. And that gives you,
So the enemy just threw the boulder from behind cover. Not
yep, just blindly.
okay.
That's why he rolls at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he just keep moving forward. If there's anything that he could get himself in between on the way to like kind of give himself a little bit of cover, he would. But if not, that's fine. He just keeps going forward.
You'll find that will give you half cover along the way.
All right.
As far as that. Okay. Back up to the top of the order to Keela.
I'm gonna try and get up to their level so I can actually look at them.
So you're moving forward.
Yeah. Are they on a plateau or are they just?
They're on the hill, the mountainside.
Okay. So I have to go directly to them to see them. I can't get horizontal to them.
Not really.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put my bow away. and then just walk up defensively. I'm gonna do my normal move and take the dodge action, pulling out
Okay.
my shield if I can.
Yep, no problem. Fletch.
Okay, I moved 20 feet in their direction. I'm now going to dash forward, and while I'm dashing, I ignore difficult terrain. So I should be able to move 80 feet forward then. And I should be 100 feet away from them. And hopefully there's a boulder or something for me to be behind or between me and them.
Yeah, I'll give you half cover.
Okay, and that'll be my action this round.
Okay. Lionel, Lois.
Seeing that she's not able to fight them at this distance, she will use dash action to move closer, but hiding between the boulders so she can get cover.
Okay. On your movement up there, it's difficult terrain unless you have something that
No.
negates that.
Nope.
You move half.
I will be able to, if I were able to cast spells, she will use one, but since those are
You can cast spells.
Yeah, she's reserving them to when she can meet up to them.
Okay.
So
But
it's 60
you'll-
reduced to 30. Half
Say again
the
on
movement.
that last.
30 feet of movement total,
Okay.
including the difficult terrain.
Okay. And you'll be able to end your movement where you could get behind a boulder that'll give you half cover.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Gil.
Not able to move so fast as the others, and thinking he wants to attract attention, he'll move back into the hut or the sort of sphere of light where it's slightly warmer and everything like that, and just keep up the same tactic, not knowing that the hut will protect him.
Oh, okay. And then we have
All right. I'm gonna use my owl again to go see what I see. Get closer, 120 feet.
all right. And now your owl, you can only see within 100 feet of the owl, right?
120 feet.
120 feet?
Yes.
Okay. The owl's up there, but you can't see.
All right. As he's leaving the range, I'm gonna command him. Hold on.
Because keep in mind that they're 200 feet away.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I just want to keep him at 100 feet away from me.
Okay.
Just get the best angle that I can to see up there.
All right. So you see basically the same thing that you saw last time with the owl.
Gotcha. How far is my owl from my closest teammate?
Your closest would be
So
Theodore.
I thought Fletch ran up the
Oh.
mountain.
Say what?
Didn't Fletch run up the mountain?
Well, yeah, he went up. He's about the same because Theodore did 2 rounds to get up there. Fletch ran for 80. So I'll say you could either one of those.
Can my owl make it to Fletch?
Yeah, I'd say you could.
All right, I'm gonna have my owl land on Fletch's shoulder and cast guidance through the owl.
What the hell?
Okay. Give me a percentage dice.
So
I get turned into a newt.
Ooh, cantrips as well.
hope you don't explode, Fletch. 29.
Okay, roll me another one.
39.
39. Ooh,
That's like my
I think
fourth.
that's a nasty one.
Bye, Fletch. Good knowing you.
Roll a d6.
That's not good. 6.
Roll the d6 again.
Oh man.
It's 6 twice.
All right, roll it again.
6 again.
No!
Roll it again.
I hope this is damage. I do.
5. Yeah.
Okay. And roll it once more.
2.
Okay. All right.
Hit me, Charles.
We miss you, Fletch.
You get the guidance, and
Can I apply it to whatever saving throw I need to make?
Riverborn. You have one eye that changes color to gray, and you have another eye that changes to yellow.
I like this. I don't know why we're trying to fix it. Just stay like this forever. Cool eyes.
Okay.
Getting younger.
Now it's the Giants' turn, and let's see there. 1, 2. Okay. One is gonna fling at Theodore, and misses. And the other 2 will push the boulders that were in front of them, screaming in pain and running out down the hill at 40 feet towards you. So you see 2 hill giants that are now, let's see here, 40 feet closer. So between Fletch, there's 60 feet distance
Yeah.
between Fletch and Theodore and the owl. And now it's Finney's turn.
So can I see these giants yet?
Well, you see 2 coming on down, boulders being pushed out in front of them. One, they're headed towards Theodore and Fletch. And that's the same general area where the rest of the party's at.
All right. How far away would they be?
Okay, they're, I'll say 140 feet from you.
Oh, that's still too far away. Yeah, I guess I'm going to run 25 feet. And use my bonus action to hide.
Okay,
So,
what's your stealth?
oh. 24? Yeah, 24.
Okay, so you're hiding, move 5 foot and hid. You found a boulder to hide behind.
I pull out my light crossbow. That's it.
And, okay, Theodore.
I keep on going.
Okay. Your movement is what?
It's just 30.
You doing a dash or
Yeah, I'd be
just
doing it.
normal? Okay. You're gonna push yourself within 10 feet of one of the hill giants.
Ooh. All right.
And then Matt, you see the 2 hill giants push stones out in front of them and come rushing down the hill. They're
Okay. Can I? So they're fully visible now,
they're
or at least not
there,
not behind full
there's
cover.
enough of a silhouette. They're outside your dark vision range still. Got 60 foot,
Mm.
and they're what about 100 from you. But there's enough in the background to give a silhouette, so you can take a shot at disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I drop my shield and pull out my bow to take a shot. So did I use my would pulling out my bow count as a bonus action? Just so.
No,
Okay.
that's item interaction since you dropped your rapier and shield.
Oh, I didn't pull out my rapier. I just pulled out the shield. Just gave me protection.
Oh, okay. So you just dropping the shield.
Yeah. So I can.
Yeah,
So
you can use a bonus action.
first attack is 23.
Oh,
Oh, no,
okay. That a hit?
Oh, it's still the same thing. The second roll was higher. It hit.
Okay.
The first one hit.
Yeah. Yes.
So, that's 22 points of damage.
Okay.
19 on the second one.
19 on the second one will hit.
17 points of damage.
Okay.
18.
Hold on. I gotta make sure I add this right, so I don't cheat you.
Well, these arrows are silvered and magical, so
And that doesn't matter for what I'm doing. Total and damage, that's all.
Yeah.
And you said an 18?
18
was
to
the
hit.
last? Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. 20 points of damage.
Okay.
All those were sharpshooter.
No problem. As far as that. All right. Fletch.
Okay. I'm still 60 feet away. Put away my bow and take out my rapier. I'm stealthing, but still dashing forward, so that would only allow me to move 40 feet. So I should still be 20 feet from them.
Okay. Lois.
Last round she moved 3 feet, so she was at 170. How much did they move toward the party?
They moved 40 foot closer to the party.
So they are 130 away from her.
Yep.
She will move 15 move has 15 movement as difficult terrain towards the next boulder that can provide her cover.
Okay.
And she will use her fire bolt at one of them.
Okay. Roll me percentage dice.
66.
66. Roll percentage dice again.
23.
Okay. Roll a D100 again.
37.
How many?
First one was 66, the second one was 23, and the third one was 37.
Okay. Roll the hit with your firebolt.
Natural 20.
All right. That a hit. Roll up your damage.
15, and the damage for the natural 20, 19. So a total of 34.
Okay. And which one are you shooting at?
If she sees that one is more wounded than the other one, she will shoot at that one.
Okay. And that was 30 what for damage?
34 total.
Okay. Okay. Describe the kill on the one.
So she leads her over the boulder. She's taking cover and shoots with one of her hands, and the fireball that flies directly towards the head of the giant, hitting it so hard that it makes a flip and falls prone dead.
Okay. And you notice after you do all that, you're surrounded by 37 rats.
Shoot.
That are attacking at you.
How many?
37. That's what you rolled right on the last D100.
Yeah.
you got on you is 37 rats. But they're taking up initiative at the end. All right. Gel. Caius.
Sorry again. From the hut area, from the dome of the hut, you hear a really out of tune singing as Gel lights up a torch and advances towards where the giants and where the boulders came flying from. He's not going to get very far, but he's making himself as obvious as possible as the target and hoping to detract the giants' attention from anyone else who might be sneaking around.
Okay. Riverton. Riverborn, rather. I don't know why I want to say Riverton.
It's all good. Let's see. And you said the giants are now running at us?
One is.
Right. I'm going to use my owl to fly at him, and I'm going to cast light on his armor.
Light on the armor of the
Yes.
Fletch?
No, on the ogre, so that everybody can see him.
Oh, okay. Roll me a D100.
I have 48.
Okay, roll me another one.
And you get a dexterity saving throw to avoid the spell.
Okay.
25.
25. Okay. Let me see. What's the dex saving throw for him?
20 is the DC.
He didn't. So he's lit up, and all of a sudden you feel your ears grow to the size of dinner plates. You get a +2 for your perception for the next hour. Or
That'll be fun.
you're casting through the familiar, right?
Yes. So it's as if
Okay.
it says as if the familiar casted it, not me.
Oh, okay. So your familiar gets ears as big as dinner plates and is having a problem flying because now he's top heavy, but you can hear he has +2 to its perception. That's why I was asking, is it through? But as soon as you said it's as if he did it, then he'll get the effect.
All right.
Man, the Giants. All right.
Wouldn't that mean that the owl's one eye is gray and one eye is yellow then?
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Hmm.
But with the Giants, he's going to throw. Let's see here. Yes. He's going to throw at Lois. And Lois has cover. Yeah, that's a disadvantage. So he misses Lois. And the other one charges and stands in front of, I shouldn't say charges, he advances and stands in front of Fletch and swings his great club. That's a miss. And that's a miss. My dice, I liked them earlier. Holy cow.
No, we
Finney.
like them just fine now.
Finney,
Who's doing what? Oh,
what are you doing?
I'm gonna come up from my rock and I go see who's where.
You see one fallen hill giant. You see another one swinging at Fletch. And that's all you see. Because
How far is
you
the
were
way?
hidden down and you didn't see where the other boulder, that another boulder came and where it came from.
How far is the giant that I can see away from me?
How far were you last time?
I was 140 feet away, and then I moved 25 feet closer.
Okay, so he's about 120, we'll say 120 feet from you.
I should have taken sharpshooter.
But he's lit up.
Yeah.
You see him real easy.
Yeah, it's just my crossbow can't shoot that far. I've only got a light crossbow, man.
Hey, I can't help that.
Oh, if I make the shot, do I still get my sneak attack damage?
He does have one of your partners within 5 foot of him.
Be fletched, right?
Yep.
All right, let's take this shot.
Don't roll a natural one.
I'm a halfling. I get lucky once, so I better not roll 2 ones. All right, so disadvantage.
If it's disadvantage, you don't get your sneak.
Oh, that's true. Yes, that is true.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
Then, never mind. Then I'm just gonna start running.
Okay.
So
So,
35.
yep, you'll find I'll allow you to find a boulder to get the half cover.
I'm getting tired now. I'm like, oh my god, why do they have
Theodore.
to be so far away?
All right, let me get the lay of the land here. I know the last turn you said I was 10 feet away from one of them, but I know they've moved. So what's the closest one to me?
The closest one is I'll say 15 feet from you. Fletch.
All right. All right. So that is luckily right within my movement. And Theodore will go ahead and run up and immediately try and hack at this thing's leg.
Okay.
To try and get the giant down on the ground. So his first attack of 3, he's going to be using the shove action or melee attack action to try and get this thing on the ground, make it prone.
Okay. This thing is one size larger class. No.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
So
Okay.
that won't work too well.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, he's gonna slash at the thing and slash at its ankles or its knees. I'll go ahead and roll 3 in advance. Oh well, what? I wish it was a champion. I just rolled 3 19s in a row. Yeah. Well.
Okay.
All right. First one. Do you just want me to give you the damage in total?
Yeah, you can give it to me in total.
All right. Do. That'll be 29 slashing.
Okay. He looks pretty healthy. Alrighty, and that's all your actions, correct? Theodore. That's all your actions.
Oh, yes,
Correct?
sorry.
Okay, no problem. This is what I'm going to do to you, Lois. Since there's 37 rats, let me roll my
Okay.
D30.
D30.
Yeah. Chance for me to lose it. 22 of them are going to be attacking at you. I'm going to just roll once for all 22. Yeah. Let's see here. And let's see. Do they hit you? Lois, what's your armor class?
18.
Yes. And you're busy with your shield, batting them off and holding them off. They haven't bit you yet.
Okay. So he's lit up now, so I can fire at him normally.
As long as he's within your normal range.
Everything
For
is
your
within
bow.
my normal range. I have sharpshooter.
Well, no, not that's misconstrued. You can do 600 foot, but 601 is outside it.
Yeah.
You're still limited to the weapon.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
So
I know what you mean.
first one was 15.
Are you taking the -5?
Yeah.
Okay, you're taking the -5 to get the +10 in damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 15 on the first one.
Okay, and that's with the -5?
Yeah.
Okay, that a hit.
Yeah. That's 17 points of damage for the first attack.
Okay.
The second attack was a 20.
Okay.
Non-critical. 16 damage on that.
Okay.
Last one was a 25.
Okay.
And I did 21 points of damage.
Okay. Alrighty. He's still up. And Fletch. You have this
Okay.
hill giant that looks like a porcupine standing in front of you.
All right. Well, I will. Since I already have my rapier out, I'll take out my whip with my offhand, and then I'm going to make 2 attacks at him with my rapier.
Okay.
I got a 21 and a natural 20.
Well, just do the 21 right at the moment.
Okay.
What's the damage?
Only 6 points.
Describe your kill.
Jeez.
I knew I should have action surge, but
So there's probably not any armor. I bring my rapier up sort of between his groin and stomach and up beneath his rib cage.
Okay.
I stab the blade full length of my rapier up beneath his rib cage, and then I pull it out. So I basically rip his rib cage in half.
All righty. And he is
And
dead.
what's the next closest giant to me?
Up on you seeing that the boulders have flown. You know, up at the little stand of rocks in front of you, about 60 feet from you,
There's
would be another one.
But there's no other giants within 10 feet of me, correct?
No.
Okay, well, I'll go ahead and move forward. I can't dash, so I'll just use my 20 feet then.
Okay.
I should be 40 feet from them now, I believe.
Yep. And Lois, what are you doing? You have 37 rats biting at you. You were defending yourself with your shield.
Yes.
You have your party in combat. What are you doing?
Would an attack be considered? Would consider attack to the rats as attacking them as a swarm? I mean, one attack many or just one attack one rat?
Well, for simplicity, we'll treat it as a swarm.
Okay, so she will shoot. She will use her shocking grasp at the rats.
Okay.
Rolling the percentile.
Yep.
10.
Roll again.
38.
38.
Yes.
All right. Let me find that. Roll a d6.
2.
Okay. What's your damage for the shocking grass?
19.
19. Okay. Their save and throw?
No, just lightning damage. It was an attack.
Okay. Your
Uh,
hair turns red, a brilliant red, like a fire engine red.
Okay.
All right.
At least no more rats.
Well, you still got some rats. You don't have as many as you thought you had, but you still got some rats.
Yeah.
Gel.
Shocking Grasp is a melee spell. So you had to roll to hit.
I'm going to give it that he hit with the swarm that's on him. Gel.
Gel is continuing his advance. He's moved 30 feet now.
Okay. Singing, trying to
Attract attention to
Yes,
himself. Yep. Basically, if people are throwing things, hoping they'll throw it at him, and not notice anybody sneaking or moving around.
Riverborn.
Let's see.
Your owl's having problems. It's acting like it's drunk, but you notice it has these big dinner plate ears.
Can he still somewhat fly?
Yeah, he can. He's just not as graceful. It is fast because he's trying to compensate for his change in aerodynamics.
Is he still on Fletch's shoulder, or did he fly off?
I'll say he flew, that he was flying when he cast the light spell, but you can choose if you wanted him when he was trying to get his bearings to land on his Fletch's shoulder.
I know. Let's say he's flying. Can't do much. I'm gonna go to fly over the bigs and cast guidance on him.
Fly over to who? Oh, Briggs. Okay. Roll D100.
Oh yeah.
24.
Oh,
Roll D100.
66.
That's a big number. Okay. Theodore gets spell on him, and your owl feels warm.
You said he feels warm.
Yep, warm.
Alrighty.
All right, and the giant will toss. Right. And he will toss. Ooh. He's throwing at Theodore and Fletch. And I hear.
let him try.
It goes to the right. Holy shoot. You guys got the AC to protect yourself on that, that's for sure. Finney.
Run! I'm running towards them as fast as I can. Another 35 feet.
Towards what?
Towards where the rocks are coming from.
Okay. All righty. And that'll put you what? 40 foot closer?
35 feet, but yeah.
Okay. Theodore.
Okay. So, yeah, so Fletch killed the giant we were engaged with, and he ran off to the other one. Where is the next one? How far away is it?
You notice a wall of stones, and stones seem to be coming up and over that.
Okay.
So that's about 60 foot away.
Sounds like it's time to get some cardio in. I'm gonna go and run up there.
Okay. And let's see here. Knock the rats down. So I'll use this. You have 15 rats. pointing at you, Theo. Not Theo, but Lois. And ooh, they will hit. And here, yeah. You'll take 10 points of piercing damage from bites. And I'll have you roll percentage dice.
Uh, 77.
Okay, no problem. We're back at the top of the order.
I'm going
Healing.
to use my bonus to store my shield and then dash through difficult terrain for 35 feet.
Okay. Fletch.
I'm going to yell at the Giants. You guys suck at throwing rocks.
You speak giant?
No, but maybe they speak common. I don't know. I'll say it again in Orcish just so they understand, maybe. And
Language. No, they don't
And-
understand.
and how many of them are there left?
There's only one left.
Okay.
You really don't know that, but if you advance up to where the other two were, you'll have a
Yeah.
good, clear view of what's left.
Well, there's 40 feet separating me from the one I see.
No, advance to where you had 20 foot from there. After you
Okay,
drop that
so-
one,
Well, I only see one though.
if you go on up there, that's what you would see.
Okay, well, I'll run up to the one I see,
Okay.
and I'll make 2 attacks with my rapier.
All right.
I got a 23 and a 17.
All right. They hit.
Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my whip in my offhand to try to hit with that.
Okay.
And I got a 19.
Okay. That'll hit.
My total damage is, let's see, for a total of 31 points of damage.
Okay.
Is he still standing?
Oh, hell yeah.
Then I'm going to go ahead and action surge and try to get 2 more attacks on him with my rapier.
Okay.
I got 23 and a 17 again.
All right. They'll hit.
Okay. 4 points of damage.
How much?
15.
Okay.
And then I'll just look at him and say, this is probably going to hurt.
All righty. And Lois.
Same as previous round, shocking grasp as the rats.
Okay. Roll your number.
24 of the percentile dice.
Okay. Roll it again.
67.
Oh. Okay. Roll your damage for your
11 points.
11 points. Okay. Pop that there. All right. And you have a feeling that there's a assassination contract by this mad count on you. And from there, Gail.
Yep, same tactic. Same tactic. Gel just continues advancing, but he's not going to get there. In
right.
fact, he'll start running, but even so, he's
right.
still far away.
All right. And then we have Verborn.
I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. The giant. Giant is going to swing at Fletch with a great club. A miss. Oh, a hit. A hit. A hit. I like the hit.
You don't want to do that.
Great club. What is it? You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
And Vinny.
Oh my god, can I see or do anything? Is anything within 80 feet?
Well, you see the wall. You saw Fletch go up kind of behind the wall. You see Theodore rushing the wall within 80 feet. You see now about 11 rats attacking Lois. You see Gel out there just singing, having a great time. Let's see here. I think that takes in everything for the most part.
What in bloody hell is going on out here?
What you doing?
I guess I'm gonna run up at Fletch. I'm gonna move 25 feet. Movement bonus action as dash and see what I can see.
Okay. So that puts you what from the wall? 40
I
feet.
moved. I guess so.
Okay. You'll see a great club swing, I'll say, and you'll see a rapier and a whip, the tip of a rapier and going on. But that's what you'll see this round. Theodore.
Oh, I wanna do something.
Oh, what do you want to do?
I want to pull out a bag of ball bearings.
Okay.
I want to throw them where I think the giant would be at the end of the Great Globe.
Okay. Alrighty. That'll make it interesting for both. All right, Theodore.
Right. I climb the wall or go around it, whichever is faster or possible.
Going around it's probably faster.
All right, I go around it.
You can either go the same side that Fletch went, or you can go the opposite side that Fletch went.
I'll go the opposite.
Okay. And what was it? 1,000 ball bearings in that bag?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Make a dex check.
Hey, that's like my best skill. Not. Right.
The DC is only 10.
Okay, that was a 14.
All right. And what are you gonna do?
Is
Giant facing off with Fletch.
all right. Well, if I have enough movement to get to it, I'm going to go engage the fucker.
Okay. Go engage.
All right. And so, all right. And so this time, because I forgot to call it last time, because I forgot I even had it, because I'm terrible. But I'm going to declare Great Weapon Master on all 3 of these attacks.
Okay.
As I attack the thing. All right. All right. So I'm going to assume that a 9 does not hit, but other
No,
than
it
that,
doesn't.
the lowest one was a 16.
Okay, the 16 will hit.
All right, so two of them hit then. All right, let's go. Reroll 1s and 2s. All right, there we go. Doing math in my head, 45 damage.
Okay.
Bam.
Alrighty.
Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
And then the rats. Let's see here. Lois, you love rats. They should have called you Willard. Oh, yes, they hit. And take 9 points of bite damage piercing. Roll me percentage dice.
84.
Okay. That brings us up to the top of the
How much damage?
List.
Sorry.
8.
Okay.
I'm just dashing towards the giants.
Okay. How far were you last round?
I moved 15 feet before that. That was the start, and then I dashed 35. So that puts me at 50, so I'm at 85. Right.
Oh,
Yeah, 85.
okay. You're just below the wall then, more or less. Fletch.
So this giant's still standing in front of me.
Oh yeah. Mad
I'll try
as
to-
hell.
I'll try to
Person
stab.
Yankee.
I'll try to
giant.
stab. I'll try to stab him twice with my rapier. I got an 18 and a 22.
They both hit.
Okay, and then let's see. For a total of 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Is he still standing?
Well, I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay.
Describe your kill. Oh, give me, before you do that, give me a DC 10 or a dex check.
Okay. I got an 18.
All right. Describe your kill.
He's a giant, so he's taller than I am. I
Yep.
jump up in the air and stab my rapier into his eye and out the back of his skull.
All right. Gruesome. Love it. All right. From there,
And then I'm going to take a bonus
go
action
ahead.
for a sec. I'm just going to do a second wind to get some hit points back, and I got back 12 hit points.
All right. And after that, Lois, what are you doing?
Same. Okay, time to get
Okay.
rid of all the rats.
Okay. Roll me percentage.
Hmm. 34.
34, you said?
Yes.
Roll another percentage.
23.
Okay. Go ahead and do your shocking grass.
17 points of damage.
Okay. The rest of those rats fall dead. Roll me a D100.
Okay. 46.
Now you have 46 rats there attacking. All right. Gil.
Gel makes his way up to stand next to Leah. What's the
Lo-
name of
Lois.
Lois? Lois. Yep. And we'll swing and kill a rat,
Okay.
or two actually.
All right.
I mean, do you want me to roll damage, or do you want me? What do you want me to do?
You're standing by there. Swing the hit. It's not going to be hard to hit.
Okay. I got a 20 and a 19.
Okay, you hit. DC 10 for the armor class is 10.
Yep. So, two are
And the
dead.
damage. All right.
Or shall I
That'll
roll
work.
damage? I mean, are you doing cleaving damage or anything like that?
Yeah. As far as I'm treating it like a swarm.
Okay.
So you could make it goes faster instead of.
So I do. Oh, damn. 7, 11, 17. 17 with my two attacks.
Okay. So 17 of them out of the 47 are dead. All right. Riverborn.
46 was the roll, not 47.
Okay. We'll work with it. I'll be flexible with this. It's just too fun. Riverborn.
I got nothing but guidance to cast. I'll cast guidance on.
Don't you have
Rats
Eldritch
on the-
Blast?
I can't cast it from inside the dome, and if I leave the dome, it goes away.
Okay.
So I'm casting touch spells through my owl.
If you cast guidance, it goes away too, though. I mean, not the dome, but the guidance you cast on me. Not that I care, but because it is a concentration spell.
I don't think it's concentration.
It is concentration.
Yeah.
I casted it on Biggs earlier, so
All right.
it doesn't say concentration or anything.
But
No, it's not concentration. Oh, yes, yes. Up to 1 minute.
It just says duration. It's not concentration. Oh, yeah,
No.
that's it. All right.
But
You can cast it on somebody new. It'll just
right. I
fizzle
cast it
on
Bruce.
me. I don't care. Okay. Well, then mine's fizzled. That's fine. I'm doing okay without it. But
I'm gonna cast it on the rat summoner. So it looks like she needs all the help. Yeah.
all right. Roll a D100. Now you're casting that, not the familiar.
The familiar's casting it.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Here come more rats. 21,
All right. Roll a D100.
32.
32.
Summon more rats. Summon more rats.
That's
She can
34.
help it. I mean, she is used to wild magic, so she's
Roll
used to that kind of.
Roll a D6.
Love D6s. Really. That was a 3.
A 3. Okay. You don't see your spell go off until 2 melee rounds. And then it has half the effect.
Okay. So in 2 rounds, you get half guidance.
And let's see here. There. Okay, Penny, what are you doing?
Climb the wall.
Okay,
If I'm close
no
enough
problem.
for that. Ironically,
You
I
see-
move faster climbing up a solid wall than I do. Rain.
You see Theodore, Fletch, and a dead hill giant, and a whole bunch of ball bearings floating all around, and people being very careful where they're stepping.
Got him. And I look for any more giants.
You won't see them. Theodore.
Okay. So, to my knowledge, all the giants are dealt with, correct?
Correct.
All right.
So, good news, I don't see any more giants. Bad news, there are a lot more rats. I don't know where they're coming from.
Rats.
no, bad news. You're picking up all these ball bearings.
That's why I have 9 more bags of that shit.
Is that what I almost slipped on coming up here?
No, you tripped on a rock.
Theodore's eyes narrow. He doesn't say anything else.
Those
Okay.
aren't my ball bearings. They're Gels.
Yeah. And the rats will go and attack Lois. Well, shoot. Let me do this because they. No, she summoned them, so they're driven for her. And they miss. And we're back up the top of the order.
Can I see the rat swarm from here?
Yeah, I'll let you see.
I shoot an arrow at it.
Okay. Roll the hit.
13.
All right, hits. Roll damage.
Yeah, this is a special arrow. It's a bursting arrow.
Okay. Doing what?
Show off.
The sharpshooter did 16 points of damage, and
Okay.
and everything within 10 feet of that arrow took 8 points of force.
Okay. Lois, you take 8 points of force. Gel, you take 8 points of force. And he said,
Is Gel close to Lewis? Because
Yep.
would
Yep.
his shield attract the arrow?
Yes.
"Oh, yes,
would.
it would." That's-
Yes, it would have missed him. I would have used my bonus action to redirect it at the rats.
But you can't.
No, as my bonus action, I can. If I miss.
No, you can't. The property of this magic item attracts the missile.
Yep.
So my curve shot,
So-
that when I miss, I curve and hit another enemy within 60 feet.
Yeah, but you're technically not missing.
Okay. So it would just curve
And,
around and
yep.
be retracted back at him.
Is any missile or those missiles he asks to redirect the owner of the shield?
Any missile shot
Every single
within
missile
10 foot.
shot. Yep.
Caius, thank you.
Aimed at a target within 10 feet of me.
Was
Caius, thank you for taking the shield.
that was 16?
Oh no,
Points of
I rolled a
damage?
13 on the attack, so I hit his shield and
Yep. It thuds into my
everyone
shield.
still takes the force damage, but he doesn't take the sharpshooter because I hit his shield. I still did force damage.
Okay.
Force damage is guaranteed. The arrow just didn't do any damage. The
Alright,
sharpshooter
so-
didn't do any. So
So force damage was what?
it was 8. The rats and Lois
Yep.
and Gel all took 8.
Well-
And the
well, just as a allies within 10 feet of me are protected from magical damage and will take half by the eldritch energies running through me.
Okay. So they'll take 4.
Yep. But I don't include the rats as my allies.
No, that's I got them marked on down.
Yeah.
And the rats,
and you'll just hear sorry.
You hear the
and
half-orc laughing.
we're out of initiative. And it looks like we've gone about an hour past. You got
Yeah.
Lehman's tiny hut, and you'll be able to rest 8 hours there if you desire.
Can I recover half the arrows I shot?
Yeah, I'll let you. This is gritty enough. I'll let you.
I shot 7. Do I recover? Does it round up or round down?
Round it down.
Okay, so I recover 3.
It's not likely, but do these dead giants have anything of value on them?
You'll find in the one that was left throwing a pouch
Ooh.
with a small rough scroll in giant. If any of you can read giant or speak giant.
Oy vey.
Does anyone know? Does someone know giant?
Of course I know giant.
I can read all
I
languages.
talk to you guys all the time. Why wouldn't I learn it?
And the ones there, the ones that can, what they'll get from it is orders from the Dark Queen. Protect the temple at all costs. We are insider at the Brotherhood. Hold us, a mighty force is trying to stop the rights.
She means me when she says mighty force. And by the way, welcome to the North.
So these 8 hours does not count as a long rest, but as a short rest, right?
Yep.
Correct.
So
So-
no spell slots recovered, but we can spend hit dice.
Correct.
Okay.
One thing I wanted to ask was exhaustion. Usually, if you went 24 hours without a long rest, you got a point. Without rest, long rest, you got a point of exhaustion. Does that roll over to if you go 24 hours without a short rest, you get a point of exhaustion?
Um,
Well, aren't we just going to go in the hut and take a long rest?
Oh, wrong. A long rest is a week.
Oh, that's right.
We're gonna take a short rest in the hut.
exhaustion, we'll let it play out on short rest.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise,
think
it
that-
just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't, well, make it terribly unfair for you guys.
Well, the standard, the only thing anyone would be able to do would be rest all the time or die
Yeah,
in 6 days' time. You know, it just wouldn't make any sense.
Hey,
Well,
it's a
that's why
rough
I said
campaign. It's a rough campaign.
it is, but it's not that rough.
Yeah, so added on there, we have 7 or 8 days to get there and do this and get back before we die.
No. So if we take a short rest, we'll recover, and he will not be exhausted.
Oh, come on!
Yeah,
Where's the
if you-
challenge in that?
If you were,
It would take according to the hexadecimal, the hex map, it would take us a week to get there. If the short rest did not let us avoid exhaustion, we would be dead by the time we reach the temple.
with the short rest, taking away a level of exhaustion, it's just fair. You guys haven't exhausted yourself yet, but however, you have used up spell slots and some damage.
So once everybody gets back, I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing at 4th level twice.
Don't.
No.
You won't get those spell slots back.
I do. I'm a warlock. I get my 2 spell
Oh,
slots
for a short rest.
for short
Ah,
rest.
nice one.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So I can cast my cleric level spells at 4th level warlock slots.
Meanwhile, I assumed that they were going no because of some chart effect, and not.
And we'll pick that aspect up on the next session.
Can I do the healing real quick so we don't forget?
With another 200 giant rats.
Say what?
I said, can
They're
I
on
do
the
the healing real quick so that we don't forget?
We can eat from those rats. Most of them are cooked.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm gonna head off.
And do.
All right, see you guys.
Hey, Kaius, you get 57 hit points back.
Hold on.
57.
And-
Wow.
And
Nice.
roll me percentage dice for the first.
Twice.
46.
Okay, roll me a second time.
100.
100.
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds bad.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember it.
I got
100.
permanent hit
Oh.
points last time I rolled a 100.
Suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a pack of frenzy hungry northern timber wolves.
Hey, guys.
Next time on
Good thing we all have health.
How much did I get for the first healing, by the way? That might be quite important.
There is not enough room in this fucking hut for all of us.
Fine, I leave.
And what did you cast that twice, right?
Right.
All right. Roll the percentage dice for the second one.
It was 57 total. I'm not sure how much it was for the first one. 42.
Okay.
All right.
Please
roll,
give the wolves the effects.
roll percentage again.
Big-eared wolves.
20.
20. All right. 20. Okay. Spell goes off normally, no effect. So, when the next round starts up,
Gotta
we'll
deal
have
with
a
a
pack-
pack of timberwolves.
a pack of wolves will be surrounding the tiny hut.
It's surrounding the hut. They're not in the hut.
Yeah. Yeah,
Awesome.
they'll surround it. I won't be that cruel with that.
Maybe they'll lose interest.
And
No,
how long
they
does this
won't.
hut?
8 hours.
How long does the hut last?
8 hours.
Wait, guys, we have mounts now.
I can recast the hut.
That's what I was going to ask. Does it say that they are hostile, or they can be persuaded?
They're frenzied.
Oh, yeah. They're in a rage.
Frenzy, hungry.
I'll cast Tiny Hut every 8 hours until they starve to death.
Hey, we got our long rest in.
But here again, we'll deal with this event on the
Next
start
step,
of
yep.
the next.
Who
Cheers.
invited these
I'm gonna
two?
head off.
Right, see you
I,
guys.
hope
Okay.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
certainly did.
Oh man.
Thanks. All right.
Oh shit.
Okay. Night.
Night.
Guys.
Hey, Molly, call me.